You guys, what's going on? It's Venom here, and I'm back with my managed mood, I guess, a managed mood series. It will be with VfL Wolfsburg. What I'm going to be doing with this series is win the Deutscher Polak, the Bundesliga, and the Champions League with VfL Wolfsburg. I will then move on to another team, so say the likes of Arsenal. Now try win the FA Cup, the Capital One Cup, the Barclays Premier League, and if they're in the Champions League, then it. If they're in the Europa League, then I'll try win it. Then I'll move on again, and basically just get through some of the bigger leagues. And once I've got through most of the bigger leagues, that's when the series will end, and I'll start a new one. And that might be just like a one team the whole way. So say the way I'm doing with my Sheffield United, I'm taking from Empire League 1 to the Champions League final, and hopefully go ahead and win it. So anyway guys, I hope you do enjoy this series. If you have any ideas, please leave them in the comment section, and you'll just go straight on into this episode. So as you see here, I'm just going to go ahead and save it here, and I skip that bit, and I just go to the emails. They want us to win the league. They want us to reach the round of 16 domestic cup, which you'll see in a second here. There you are. And then just like transfer market information. And they also say we should look for a striker. Now out of these strikers, I was considering 2, but I only inquired about 1. You'll see I was tempted by Mohamed Abdellaoui, because I know there's just something about him. He's quite good in career mode for me. Then there's Anthony Modeste. I do go ahead and inquire, as you see there on screen. Ipswich and Kiesling didn't really tempt me, although Kiesling has good finishing. He's just not my style of player. And I go ahead and make a short list, and I'll just skip into that now. So we've got 2 centre backs, 2 centre mids, a goalkeeper, 2 left mids, a few left wingers, etc. So the first centre back's Nicholas Nkalu, and then we have Sema Kaya. In the midfield we've got Mateo Kovacic and Paul Pogba. Then the one goalkeeper was Bernd Leno, as you'll see coming up now. He's got quite good stats, good potential. Left midfielders we're going to try get Nicolas Gaitan and Timo Werner, the youngster. Then we go into the left mid, Ricardo Kishna, Balde Diaokita, Minyain, who's an incredible young winger. We've also looking at Bruma. Then we go to right mid. I believe there's only one, Stefan Faguli. Yep. Then right wingers, Bertrand Traore, Carlos Mane, Domenico Berardi, Lucas, who I know we won't get. Then we go into the strikers. We look at Rodrigo Giovanni dos Santos. We also look at Richardo Zivkovic, Alexander Lacazette, Paco Alcacer, who's a good striker, Mauro Icardi, and as you saw before, Anthony Modeste. So I simulate forward a few games, and the inquiries come back. Alexander Lacazette 36 million, Zivkovic not available because he recently joined, Dos Santos 29, Faguli 42.5 million, and they want us to win the Champions League, which is my goal anyway. But as you see there, I put in, I believe it comes down to a 10 mil bid plus Ulich. Yep, it does. So we'll see how that deal goes, and we just delete the Lacazette because that's way too dear. Modeste they want 11 million, Icardi they want 27.5, Paco Alcacer they want 27.5, Rodrigo we can't get because he's recently joined, and Lucas 46 million. So I go for Mauro Icardi, the 21-year-old striker. I just put in a bid of 10 million plus. I believe I add Ulich. Maybe it was Dost. I think it may have been Dost. Yep, Bas Dost. And unfortunately they do end up actually just rejecting that. I might as well just say it now. we get a transfer offer for Robin Notch, as I believe it said. Mauro Icardi on 16.1 million plus Bas Dost, and you'll see what I do here. I put it up to 16.1. Nope, I bring it back down to 12, I believe. Yep, 12, and then I add in Olic. And you'll see Olic is a higher rated player, but you see what they do. I'm just going to go ahead and reject this. Notch is one of our starting centre backs, so I'm not going to be selling him. Plus, he's still quite young, so there might be a bit of potential in him. Maybe get him to mid-80s. But you'll see what happens. I simulate forward a couple of days. And Inter actually didn't accept it. They want 17.6 million. So they're going to be getting a better striker with less money. And you'll see what I do here. So Olic, I believe, is 78 rated. So I add in the 16.1 million plus Dost, and that's what they did ask for. And the transfer offer is for Maximilian Arnold. I just went back 25 million for him. That's what I counter offered, and you'll see they do go ahead and actually reject it. I didn't expect them to accept a 25 million counter offer, but you'll see Ricardo Rodriguez 7 million for him, and I go ahead. I was thinking 20 million, but I was like, well, I'll put it up to 30 because some teams would surprise you and come out with big bids. So I said 30 just to make sure I was keeping them. And you'll see as I send forward a couple of days, Borussia Mönchengladbach too. They don't accept it, and you'll see here 16.1 million plus Dost. I put in 16.1 million. So this actually did kind of confuse me. But I went back in, and I believe I put in Olic. I just looked through players that were old that I wasn't going to be using. I believe I did put in Olic. I think I put up to 16.5, maybe just kept it 16.1, not 100% sure. I looked at giving them Schaefer, but I ended up going along with Olic, who's 79 rated, sorry. I put 16.5 plus Olic, and we were going to go ahead and see if they do accept that or not, and I go ahead and reject this bid from Borussia Mönchengladbach for Ricardo Rodriguez. And we'll simulate forward a few more days, and we will see what happens. They say they want 17.6 million, so I keep the 16.5, and I give them Bas and Dost. So hopefully they do accept this bid, and we will see. I come out, I simulate forward a few more days, see if there's any other transfers or if Inter Milan accepted, and you will see they do go ahead and accept 16.5 million plus Bas Dost. So I give them I'm going to give Icardi 60,000 a week for 4 years, and he's an important first team player. To be honest, he's going to be a crucial first team player. He's going to be starting 9 times out of 10 without a doubt. We get a transfer offer for Olic, and Icardi does accept it. So that's Dost out of the team and Icardi in. And Olic, Malaga went with 3.6 million, so I say, well, give me 5.5. And you'll see they do actually go ahead and reject it in a couple of days. Here it is. They say they'll give 4.1 million, so I was like, well, give me 5 million and I'll let them go. I was considering the 4.1, and I was just kind of hoping they would come back with either 4.1 or higher. And you'll see they reject it. So I go ahead with a 4.1 million. That 1.6 mil will go to another player. Plus, we also sell our number 7 Caligari later on in the episodes. But you'll see we play at OGC Nice and we beat them 3-0. Rodriguez, Perisic and Cagliari will score. And the next game is up against Toulouse, and I've got a surprise in this game. You'll see what happens. You also see that Olic is now gone. He wants to win the league, and Olic has gone to Malaga. So you'll see what happens in this game. And I switched the defenders and the striker up. I thought I would